me a modest, but baby girl, I am honest. No other bitch gon' burst to you. No other bitch gon' burst to you. I know I'm being modest.
Alright, so if you could work with one of your family members musically wise, because if you guys don't know, Razi's brother and father both also do music, and if you could only work with them basically for the entire rest of your life, one of them, who would it be? Who would you think you'd make better music with?
It would be Dinks for sure, cause especially since me and him were like around the same age, and we're kind of like we'll make the same type of music. You know what I'm talking about? I feel like the younger age of like group, they'd definitely mess with our music the most. So I feel like we make bangers for sure, cause we already do, but you guys don't hear them. We just in the room like, hey, yeah.
So what's up, man? Also, so let's jump into this, because there's a lot of celebrity boxings happening this over here. If you had to jump in the ring with these three people, which one would you want it to be? Either Drake, Megan Good, or let's say Rick Ross. Who would you rather fight out of those three people? And not talking about like you like the artist more, like actually if you had to jump in the ring with them. Like
who's the second one? Drake,
Megan Good, and then Rick Ross.
Dang, bro, Rick Ross, he's a big body.
Yeah, he's a big body.
He honestly, like I'd be quicker, but he definitely throw me if he got a hand. Yeah, he'd be like, every time he punches, nah. But definitely, probably Drake. I feel like I could beat Drake. I don't think he looks like he could probably, but nah. I definitely beat Drake in the boxing.
So what's up, man? Let the people know where you from and what you do.
My name is Razi, and I'm from Salinas, California.
Razi.
Yeah, Razi. Oh, Razi.
How old are you, man?
I'm 19. 19, yep.
I think when I first met you, you had to be, 17 around then?
I think I was 16.
16?
I think I was 16.
That's crazy. So you started the music game when you were 16?
The music game, I released my first song when I was 16, but starting the music game depends. What do you mean by that? What do you mean?
Like when you first was okay, I'm
gonna take it serious.
This. Like I want to do music videos. I want to get in the
Yeah, 16 was definitely the time where I was like, all right, for sure, this is like when I'm gonna take it serious and I'm gonna do that. Cause actually I might have been 15. I recorded a couple of songs. It wasn't like too serious. My dad took me to like his friend's studio and we was out there and I recorded a song, but it turned out pretty cool. But then once I went to record in the Bay, that's when everything started changing. And then my dad and my brother and my family, they wanted me to drop something like every week. So we were dropping this, what was the first one? Heartless. And then I Will. And then Down the Ride. Yeah. And then we just kept dropping them like every week. And then more people just started like getting on. And I was like, yeah, this is nice.
What do you think is the biggest influential factor in you wanting to become an artist?
My dad, for sure. Cause I was like 4 years old, and I remember he would write music, and I would be in the living room, jump around, Spider-Man. And he used to be writing, and I used to sit on his lap sometimes, and I would remember his rap. So yeah, so then he started doing that, and then that's definitely a big inspiration right there. Him and Michael Jackson. I used to be in the middle of the field dancing Michael Jackson. Yeah, so I used to do that, and then definitely those are two big inspirations, but definitely my dad first, because, he paved the way for me. Yeah.
So, growing up in Salinas, you said you started at 16, 15.
Yeah.
Do you believe that starting off when you're in high school, becoming an artist, that you get a little bit more love than when you're outside of high school trying to become an artist? Because you have that high school role.
Definitely, because you're going to school. Think about it. When you go to school, you're going to school with 2,000 people. You be going to school with 2,000 people?
I went to PG. So.
Oh, you went to PG. Oh, you got like 200.
200.
You was low-key Palmer's brother.
Yeah. Shit. 200 people.
Nah, yeah. Nah, but yeah, even 200. You know what I'm talking about? 200, it could be 200, 2,000, 5,000. All that helps. You know people, and you could be at school and be like, hey, you know how Razi makes a song? Yeah. Out of high school, you don't really get that unless you're in college, which college is a good platform too. But definitely, yeah, being younger and like, usually when you're younger, if you notice, like once you get out of high school, you start losing a lot of friends. Yeah. When you're in high school, like that's where you look forward to going to like hanging out at lunch. So like, yeah, because that's how it would be with me. Like I would drop a song and then the kids would be like, oh, did you hear Razi's new song? They would sing it around school like, I will. Yeah. And then like more people will find out about that. And like now it's different. You have to get on their Instagram and find that. You know, there's definitely being younger, it's way easier.
Yeah, because like when you started at 16, 15, so you were doing music videos. Well, how old were you in the That's Me video?
That's me. I had to be 17. I was 17 and that's me. I was enjoying myself. That was a cool time.
Was that was like what, your second, third video?
That was my fourth music video.
Man, yeah. That's crazy. So what's up? Growing up in Salinas, California, you know, explain a little bit about that. Like, you know, doing music out here. Like, is there what do you think about the whole music scene in Salinas, like right now?
It's different. It's different because a lot of the music out in Salinas, if you notice, it's a lot of like gang stuff, which there's nothing wrong with that because like, you know what I'm talking about, like rapping about that stuff, it's like how people came up, you know what I'm talking about? Because that's what it is, like a lot of the people in Salinas, you're just around it a lot of time. So it's definitely different, like those people, but I kind of chose the love scene, you know what I'm talking about? Because that's just how I've always been, the love type of person, so.
Do you think it's more marketable when you make music like that instead of like the gangster music? Like, do you think
definitely
easier to prosper in that way?
Definitely, because I mean, it's easier to market because you could show like a 4-year-old or like a grandma, like, oh, you know, here's my music, you write a love song, they'll probably vibe to that more than anything. But you could throw certain stuff in there, you know what I'm talking about? Like Michael Jackson, like he wrote love songs, but he had a few he was like gangster, but it was like love, you know what I'm talking about? That's like the vibe that I'm trying to be on.
Nah, I feel that too. Do you think, you know, when you first started off, were you the most popping, youngest artist out in the Central Coast when you know?
Oh, when I first started?
No, you can't be the youngest anymore. But
no, I'm not the youngest now.
At that
point,
I think you're one of the youngest.
Yeah, I was one of the youngest artists at that time, definitely because.
I think it was only.
I think. Yeah, me, Chugs, Lil Cornut. But I think he started a little bit later. I think he started a little later. Yeah.
It was like you, Chugs were like, there's a couple other like names that's not coming to.
Yeah, because the thing is,
for sure.
Yeah, the thing is, a lot of people are scared. Yeah. You know, it's about being young. If I wouldn't have had like my brothers or my dad, I probably would have been more lenient. Probably would have been releasing like way later.
Because were you scared to drop that video and the next day you're like, I'm gonna post it on my Instagram. I'm gonna go to school the next day.
No, yeah, I was scared, but I always had good feedback from my family. You know, tomorrow like, oh, this is a banger, like, so like listening to like their good advice. You know, tomorrow gives me like inspiration to be like, you know what, my stuff slaps. So I don't care what anyone else thinks.
And I know right now, like, do you have a management team behind you, or like, how's that all go about?
Management, yeah. Well, not like official, but you know, my family, Double E, we have like a little thing going on. We're trying to start a little thing, but definitely like manage. Yeah, basically just a family thing. You know, it's more like my brothers, my pops. You know, Joshua was in there, little camera guy. So yeah, we got a little team. I would say a team more like. You know what I'm talking about?
So you would say like basically right now, if an artist hit you up wanting to work with you, would you be able to say yes right now? Or would you have to like go tap in with your family?
I always tap in my family first, just cause I don't know. I don't like making the jump on things like right away. You know what I'm talking about? I always think about it and be like, oh, what do you think about this? You know what I'm talking about? Because they might know someone that knows someone that knows someone that'd be like, oh, that's not cool. You know what I'm talking about? There's always like you always have to make sure stuff's safe before you like actually follow through with some stuff. So, yeah.
Do you think at times does that ever cause conflict? Like, you know, when you try to do your music scene, you want to work with this artist, but you know your family's saying, nah, like this and that, and you're like, because you know, I think early music stages. Did you ever want to like work with artists, but then like, you know, for instance, having a management team behind you, they gave you the examples of like, hey, maybe this is why it's better to wait.
Definitely. No, yeah, definitely. When I was a lot of people would hit me up, be like, oh, I want to work, like my friends and stuff, like, oh, let's do that, and I'd be like, yeah, but like I can't right now because the more, my dad told me this, the more people you work with, like starting off especially, like it'll just like sometimes it'll water you down because you know you're more unique when someone sees that you haven't made these songs with all these different people. Like if you look on my YouTube, it's just like dinks, but that's like my family. You know what I'm talking about? Like there's not really like a lot of people, which is good. Collabing with a lot of people, that's great. You know what I'm talking about? That's great, but just being more like unique and being like more fresh, you know what I'm talking about? It's like getting with a girl or something, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. You want to get with the girl that's been with, you know what I'm talking about? You want to get with the girl that's like, you know what I'm talking about? Like nah, she's never going, nah, man, you know what I'm talking about? Like, dang, that goes
harder to touch.
Fire, yeah, harder to touch, you know what I'm talking about? So it'd be like, dang, like I want to work with him even more, you know what I'm talking about? And the stuff that you post, that's clean, you know what I'm talking about? You don't want anyone else like, starting off, that's like the best way to do it. Of course, depending on who you are and like, you could work with people to try to, you know what I'm talking about, boost yourself up. But as for me, I try to just like keep it, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, because I think when you first started coming up, that's like the only thing I heard from people. They wanted to see more music.
They want to see more music, yeah.
They want to see more music at the time because I think you were dropping only singles at the time.
Yeah, I was.
And then like you're only a year into like your first EP ever dropped.
Yeah, a year into my first EP. Yeah, there's people wanted to see more, but
I Iced Out on Venus. That one on that.
No, yeah, Iced Out on Venus. Okay. No, honestly, that one, it's honestly like the least amount of like viewed. Yeah, it plays streams, but no. But if you listen to it, if you really listen to it,
that's the one.
Yeah, you could really, but you also have to think about it. Who's listening to it? A lot of people, where I come from, it's like they don't know that type of music that's gonna like pop. You know what I'm talking about? But they like more like different type of stuff. But nah, Iced Out on Venus? Nah, yeah, definitely. Like even my brother Ronnie, he was like, bro, this one's the best one. I'm telling you, this one's the best one. And I was like, yeah, I know it is, bro. Like this one slaps. But some people feel it more than others. But I feel like once it gets that, like once more people see that, that song could blow too. You think
you're the most talented artist in Salinas right
now? I mean, yeah, I would. I would say I'm the most talented. I'm not gonna like try to be like, oh, I'm cocky, but I feel like if that's for every artist out there. Like if you want to say, if you don't believe to yourself that you're the best, like around where you are, then like, what's the point? You know what I'm talking about? Like I'm gonna say like, oh, I know I'm the best. Like I want to be competing with like mainstream artists. I don't want to be competing with, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Cause your competition is who you're gonna eventually be like.
Yeah.
If you like try to be like, oh, like, but I don't know this person from my city, unless like Drake's in your city, and unless you're from Toronto. I mean, like, nah, but yeah, definitely. I would say like I have that mindset. You know what I'm talking about? Like, yeah, I feel like I have like the most talent in my city. But I'm not hating on anyone. But
do you have any like top like? Who do you think besides you like are the other top 3, you know, artists in the Central Coast?
I'm not gonna say specifics because I don't want to like leave anyone out. I don't really listen. I put Dinks in there for sure because he's my little bro. You know what I'm talking about? I put Dinks in there, and then dang, I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could. Because there's just so much good artists, you know what I'm talking about? Like, there's different ones.
But there's ones that you like more, of course. Like,
there's
I
one.
say that about, like, the music scene in general, but there's artists that you definitely probably listen more to. You listen to your brother Dinks?
Yeah, I listen to my brother Dinks.
Who else is on the playlist from the Central Coast that you have on Apple Music or just on your phone?
Alright, dang, bro. I listen to a few people's stuff. I got, there's a kid named Slimes. He was pretty hard, yeah. He sent me a song one time, and I checked him out, and I was like, oh dang, it's pretty fire. And like honestly, that song, it bang. No one really knows about him because he doesn't really put himself out there like that. But he's young. I was like, he's young. He's like 15 probably.
Yeah.
So like, you know how you're scared and like we just talked about that. Now yeah, so he sent me a song and I was like, hey bro, you're fire, bro. Like keep pushing that. So like him, I would say him, Dinks. And from Salinas or from 8th
Any of the Central Coast, like
Central Coast.
Like if you know, Santa Cruz County would have been tour. For y'all who don't know.
I see my pops because I got my pops on my playlist too, and I count him in. I count him in because I actually do have him on my playlist, and I do stop. And he has like an inspiration. I be throwing some of his like stuff, you know, tomorrow in my future stuff. So I see my pops, Dinks, and the kid Slimes. So 3.
Would you sign to a record label right now? You know, if they came through the door.
For how much?
Let's say a signing bonus of something like $200,000, with with incentives if your music gets to a certain point, somewhere like that. Because that's what they're gonna start you off realistically.
Yeah.
Around that range.
Because unless it's straight up like $2 million or something,
yeah.
I don't think I'd take it.
I feel that.
You know, just because once you sign, they control you. So you don't want them like controlling you. You know what I'm talking about? Because there's been a couple people who try to like, you know what I'm talking about? But I can't be doing that because.
Yeah, because I think me and you once talked about that. You're thinking about, or someone was discussing to try to talk.
There was actually a few people. There's a few people, but.
You dropping any distribution names out here?
Nah. I'm not gonna drop any names. I'm not gonna drop any names. But there was a few people. A couple of them were scammers. No, a couple of them were scammers. Like not scammers, but that's why you have to be careful. We have to really. That's why we took our time. We didn't sign right away. We took our time. We did a few things, but then we noticed. You know what I'm talking about? They're fake, and then there was another guy too, but. Yeah. I'm not gonna say any names because I don't want to like mess anyone's reputation up or anything. But yeah, I definitely back to the question. I wouldn't sign right now. I'd be more like to myself because more people would want me. You know what I'm talking about? Wait till like I have like a few big songs or something. You know what I'm talking about? Lil Wayne trying to sign me or something. You know what I'm talking about? Drake trying to sign me for sure. It's good.
Man, do you have any new music coming out right now?
Yeah.
On that,
I know. It's been a couple months. And I've really been like taking my time, trying to get some real good songs. So y'all definitely will see an album dropping soon. Love Doctor.
Love Doctor?
Yeah, Love Doctor.
What inspired that?
My Uncle V, he has love. He called me the Love Doctor like growing up. He'd be like, oh, he's a Love Doctor.
You must be getting hoes getting called the Love Doctor.
It's because I would write music. I started writing music at 8 years old, so he knew like I always used to rock the Love shirts that he had. He gave me like I would say like 15 of them. I would be rocking it right now, but it's dirty. But now he gave me like 15 of them. I would always be rocking them. So he started calling me like the Love Doctor and stuff. So I was like, all right, I kind of like it.
Yeah.
And like I always write about love songs. You know what I'm talking about? Love's like a big part of life for everyone. You know what I'm talking about? A lot of people can't relate to a lot of things, but a lot of people can relate to love. No matter.
Think you're overdoing it by doing too much love songs?
Nope.
Like everybody kind of wanna. Every R&B artist like even Wale, Jeremiah, those type of people, they have like the turn kind of like party in the club.
They do.
Hey, let me rub you down with baby oil.
They do. But I have a few of those I have a few of those coming. You guys haven't heard them yet, but I think I'm gonna be coming out with like a little party EP too, because there's a few slappers I have like that too. Cause that's love too.
Yeah, versatility is the key of success in like the music game.
Yeah, versatility, definitely.
Like,
definitely.
That's the only way Drake was able to survive.
Definitely. No, yeah, it's not just love. I wrote different songs. Like I Will is not really too much love song. I have a few other ones. Up in the Stew, if anyone's ever heard that. I have a few, but like the most songs I make are about love. But yeah.
Have you done any shows? Actually, I know you done that show over there in Seaside.
I did one in Seaside. A few weeks ago. War by the Shore. My first one was in a club.
In the club. That's crazy too, because
Yeah.
most artists haven't performed. Like most
No, yeah.
artists out here
Yeah, most of
performed yet.
it's hard. It's hard. It's really hard to get into like little places, and you have to know people. You really do. So my guy Manny, he got us into the club. They owned it or whatever, and I was 17. I wasn't even supposed to be in there. I was only 17.
Yeah.
17 and 21 club. So we snuck through the back, and then we told the DJ, "Hey, play a song, play Clone Me."
Yeah.
So we got some tables, and then we were just I was standing on the table just rapping to the club. There was like 45 people in there just like rapping, and like had everybody turn for like 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That was my first time performing. And then
you performed with J. Rome also.
Oh, I did.
Out of state, right?
In Utah. We went out in Utah in the roller rink, and then it was cool. They're all skating around us, and then we performed like 15 minutes. No, that one was lit. That one was lit. We still talk about that one to this day. I wish everyone here could be there, but they couldn't, obviously, because they're in Utah. But I swear, if you guys are there, hey, that thing was turned. I'm telling you.
It was a different vibe in a roller skate.
No, it definitely is. The roller skating rink out there, yeah, definitely. They have like heck of people coming, and you know, it's like a different vibe. Because I feel like out there in Utah too, they don't have much to do, like out here. You know, they have the beach, like certain stuff like that, like roller skating, like that's like all they could really do. You know what I'm saying? So like they're just there, everyone vibing to music. Yeah, it was really cool. That one was so cool.
Relationship with J. Rome and all them? I saw J. Rome and there's another artist.
See Go Crazy, the one that was. They're like family. J. Rome's really like family. He's like my brother. Like my brother, my cousin. You know what I'm saying? He's like, we're not family, but we're like family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's definitely family right there.
Because I thought you guys at first were like a part of a group together, kind of.
No, yeah. Well, no, we're not part of a group, but like we've made a few songs. Like we made a lot of songs together. We dropped an EP, Summer Love or whatever, and then we've dropped recently Pressure. We got a new one coming on the album, Confessions, and that was a banger too. So me and him, honestly, together we make some cool songs. Like we definitely vibe together well. Y'all will see us definitely more in the future.
If you could work with any artist though in the world, who would that be
Drake.
right now? Drake?
Drake.
Hands down.
Hands down Drake, because he was one of my bigger inspirations too, because of how he came with love songs in the album with Marvin's Room and all that. Yeah. I know like the whole album. I used to like they had the CD. You know what I'm talking about? Back then they didn't have Apple Music. Yeah, they had the CDs. You pop down in the car and I'd just be in the back seat like, because it's all like love, like sad songs, like that's what like you know what I'm talking about? That was a big inspiration too. So yeah, definitely Drake. Yeah.
But if you had to make one party turn up club hit.
Club hit?
Who you get in?
I'd probably make a club turn up hit. I feel like One Take J. One Take J would be hard.
One Take J.
Cause he's always turned. He gets hyphy and he's like coming up and coming. So like yeah, that'd be cool. One Take J for sure.
You got anybody that you getting any music done with in the Central Coast? Like, have you collabed with anybody?
Not yet, not at this moment. I want to though, definitely, because I'm from the Central Coast, so I feel like it's only right to have some people that I collab with. But not at the moment. There has been some people that I've came close to collaborating with, and probably in the future, but not yet. But yeah, I'm waiting on that. But possibly in a little time, I will. But
what's your goals moving forward? Like, what's your ideal situation looking like for the next year? Like show wise, or like dropping a certain amount of EPs. Like, what's your plans along that line?
My plans are more quality over quantity. Because I feel like for a little second I was kind of doing a lot. I was like LA, back. Utah, back. Like I was like actually traveling, so I was doing all this work, but it could be one song that blows up. You know what I'm talking about? Just one song. So you want to make that song the best you can kind of feel. Which this album, there were really songs that you know what I'm talking about, for months I've been like creating. So I feel like definitely quality over quantity. For this upcoming shows. I got the Smoked Out Spring Barbecue. Moz is going to be coming out here. I'm going to be performing on the 8th, Friday, with Mozzie. Mozzie's going to be out there. Who else? Pilo. A few of them.
E40.
Yeah, E40 and them, they're going to be performing too. So that show I have for sure. And then I'm going to try to get a few more in. But yeah, that's the only show for now. The album's dropping. I'm going to try to get some more music videos in, and definitely try to get my music more like on platforms too, like TikTok. I feel like TikTok's a big thing right now.
Yeah.
So I feel like
You blow on TikTok.
yeah, no, definitely.
Imagine you started at
Yeah,
16.
definitely. Yeah, if I started that a long time ago, honestly, TikTok, people don't know, but TikTok, bruh, you post like every day on TikTok, you could blow. I just don't have like sometimes I feel like, nah, like the storage in my phone is too high. I swear, nah, but definitely if you post like a couple times a day on TikTok, you could gain up some clout.
Blow up, huh?
Yeah, so, and it could be someone else that posts your music, you know what I'm talking about? Someone you never know. That's why this album, I feel like it'd be good, because at first I was just going to drop singles, but then you never know what song could blow. You know what I'm talking about? Other people like other songs more. That's the thing that I found out a lot. Posting multiple songs, some songs I'd be like, what the heck? They'd be like, oh, Up in the Stew is my favorite song, but it's like the least viewed like ever. You know what I'm talking about? So you never know what song people are going to like the most. So I feel like this album, it's my first album ever dropping, Love Doctor. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because I saw that one thing that I think caught a lot of people's eyes when you first got started was, you know, first off your sound,
Yeah.
and then also the high quality music videos you're dropping. And I see that you do all your music videos with Joshy Boy.
Definitely.
Shout out the guy.
Joshy Boy.
What's your guys' relationship like? Do you only go to Joshy, or like, you know, is he like part of you guys' team? It seems like he's a little bit more closer to you than most artists.
Yeah, Joshy Boy, definitely. He's like family to me. You know what I'm talking about? Joshy Boy's like family. Definitely part of the team. And like, I wouldn't see myself working with anyone else. Obviously, we talked about like, oh yeah, if we've got these people, we work with them. You know what I'm talking about? But Joshy Boy, nah, definitely family. We started off with them. So, yeah, Joshy Boy, he's the cleanest. I'm telling you, Joshy Boy is the cleanest out here. I'm telling you, he is. And he's super cool. If you guys know him, he's super cool, super genuine, like genius. You guys know, but I swear, nah, Joshy Boy is really cool. He's like family, definitely a part of the team. And obviously in the future, like working with different people could be like an option. But as of right now, nah, I don't see myself recording with anyone else but Joshy Boy.
Well, also, I just thought about this. You keep saying your brother Dix. Do you think you're a more talented artist than him?
I wouldn't say it's talent. I wouldn't say like I'm more talented, because he makes some songs that surprise you. You guys haven't
So you're
heard.
saying he's more talented.
I'm not saying he's more talented. Obviously, right now, I feel like we both have the talent. We both have the talent. It's not anyone's more talented. He's kind of on a different like hype. He has more like of that little hype, like not more like kind of mellow. But I feel like we're both the same talented. He's younger though. So as of right now, obviously, I'm gonna have to say me. Sorry, Dinks. I'm sorry, Dinks. Yeah, I'm in bro, but obviously he could see my footsteps, you know what I'm talking about? And Dinks is gonna be hard. He's gonna be hard. Yeah.
You go to the same high school as you?
Yeah, I went to 2 different high schools. One in Texas, Sherryland High School, and I came out here, Salinas High School. And then Dinks, yeah, he's at Salinas High right now. So.
Do you think Salinas is your biggest fan base right now?
Salinas is my biggest fan base. It's not my biggest fan base right now. Because there's a lot of bigger cities that I've like got in touch with through like Spotify playlists. So like San Francisco is one of my biggest. LA. There's even Japan, I swear. Even Japan's on my music. I don't know how the heck. It's like one little city out there that's freaking bumping my music all the time. But Salinas is a big fan base though, because I have a lot of people repping my stuff out here. And if I were to walk, a lot of people will know me. So if I were to walk anywhere, like I've like been walking places sometimes, like people will come up to me like, "Hey, Razi, like good stuff, bro. Like keep it up, like." And like people I don't even know. Like I literally be going out to eat and people be like, "Oh my gosh, like you're like good, like bro, keep it up, keep doing your thing." I'd be like, "Oh, appreciate it." But like I wouldn't really get that nowhere else right now because I feel like that's not where I'm from. So like, you know, tomorrow people don't see me every day, but they know what I look like out here and stuff. So like I get that a lot out here, but other places not. So I would say like in that perspective, yeah. But as of like actually like the streams, they're not. Salinas isn't the top all the time.
Not the top right now.
Mm-mm.
I would assume so. That's crazy.
Yeah. You'd be surprised because San Francisco's a bigger city. I be getting some streams. So San Francisco's a bigger city. Out here, there's not that much people. And a lot of people, I don't know, it's also like how I said, different. People don't listen to like a lot of love songs too much out here. A lot of people do, but mostly it's...
What's your favorite song you did?
My favorite song I did?
Yeah.
That's kind of hard, because I made a lot. It's pretty hard. My favorite song probably would be I Will be, because it's so like inspirational, and like it means like a lot, like saying that I'm gonna make it, and I still have that mindset. But like honestly, I mess with like a lot of my songs equally. It's so hard. I'm telling you.
Music video.
Music video? Oh, Josh, your boy did so clean with all of them. It's so hard to choose. I would say I like the Rounds vibe. I like the Rounds vibe, definitely. And like it just happened. Like stuff happened. People don't notice this, but a lot of the music videos we did, they weren't planned at all. They weren't. We just like we got great opportunities. Yeah. We got great opportunities. I'm telling you, we got blessed with some people that actually came up and like allowed us to like use their cars or use that, you know, because we don't have a lot. We actually make our videos with $0. Yeah. So it's possible for anyone trying to do music and has no money. It's possible to actually make something from nothing, and like literally, it's nothing. So.
I feel like a lot of people want their shit to be viewed in videos too, like, you know, like let you use the car for the music videos, like,
yeah.
Oh, look at my car in the music video.
Yeah.
Females want to jump in the video, but look at me shaking ass.
Yeah.
Shit along those lines.
Yeah, definitely they do.
Cause that was like a house party you did at That's Me.
It was. It was. It's lit, and like even that was unplanned. A lot of people don't know that, but it was unplanned. Manny was just throwing a party. And he was like, yeah, I'll pull up. I literally recorded That's Me that night before. And I was like, oh, I'm going to try to do that. I only had half of the song done. So then they're like, oh, which song are you going to do tomorrow? I was like, I only have 2 songs. I have one that's halfway done. They're like, oh, do That's Me. Like, that one's fire. So I had to record it that night, finish at like 12:30 a.m. And yeah, that morning we drove out to Carmel, and it was lit. It was lit. I'm telling you, it was lit. Honestly, it was cool, and then that one was like a little performance too, like a little show too. For real? Yeah, because right when I started doing it, everyone just started getting lit. I swear, if you were there and like my song was playing, everyone started getting lit, and I performed a couple times too. Mm-hmm. So that was definitely a cool experience, you know, being in that environment, and I was blessed to have like people, you know, look out, you know what I'm talking about?
I like the one where it's all blue.
This feeling.
Yeah, that one because I like kind of just like how unique that one was. Like,
that one was cool. I like that one. For sure, this feeling is one of the cool ones too, because that one was a little planned. It wasn't too much planned, but all we just used was basically the hotel. You know what I'm talking about? We just got the hotel, yeah, and then that one turned out hecka cool. Yeah, this feeling definitely is one of my favorite too, just because of how like exotic it was, and it was really different. Because that one, it wasn't really a stand and shoot type of video. Those are the type of videos that I kind of want to get more into in the future. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Because stand and shoots are cool, but I want something. I want to make videos that people look back and be like, remember when Razi did this, and like he had that girl, like Lovebirds. You know what I'm talking about? Like, oh, when he was trying to impress the girl, like how are they gonna remember something if you're just standing around in the video the whole time, like. Yeah, like it was. You know what I'm talking about? You want people to remember you by little things like that. You know what I'm talking about? So, yeah.
So, what's the process of how you make music?
It's different ways. Sometimes, a lot of the time, I think about it before I even hear the beat. So, like, I'll be walking around, I'll be in the shower or something, just chilling, and like it'll come up to me like, Girl, I ain't tryna play no games. This ain't no ring around the rosy. So, like, I'll think of, like, certain stuff like that. And then, like, I'll try to find a beat or have someone I know make beats, which I'm blessed. So, shout out Nano, definitely person I started off with. First beat we made, sorry to get off track, but first beat we made together was,
He's local Salinas. So
yeah, Salinas, yeah, he's my age. We made Down the Ride over Fortnite. That was how we made Down the Ride, the beat. I swear, because he was all like, oh, I kind of knew that he was kind of like starting to make beats, 'cause I think he told me at school. But we were all right. We weren't like totally like friends like that. And we were playing the Fortnite or whatever. And then he was all like, I heard him making a beat in the background. And I was like, oh, that's hard. I was like, that's hard. I was like, and then like we started playing, and then we were playing with another friend, and he left because he kind of got annoyed because like it was just like beats and like hearing me freestyle. He probably just, bro, I'm just trying to play Fortnite, bro. Switch this. So he ended up leaving, and I was like, hey, you're actually hard, bro. I was like, how about trying to do this, like, and then like he'll play like some chords, and I was like, all right, add this, like, and then we do it over Fortnite, and that's how we made most of our beats over playing the game. I swear, most of the beats were over playing the game because it was good quality over the mic. Like over the phone, it sounds staticky, but over the mic, it actually sounded like pretty cool.
Like shout out Turtle Beach.
Yeah, I had the X. I forgot what kind of headphones I had, but they were way better than the iPhone. I swear. So no, that's how I started off. So shout out Nano. There's a few producers. Rico, there's a few producers that are cool and like show real love and like look out for me.
Yeah, because I know you have like your people you go to.
Yeah.
Who's your main engineer?
Garza. Yeah, Prod by Garza. No, not Prod. Garza Graham. Yeah, Garza definitely. Johnny Garza, he slaps. He gets me sounding right. Because at first,
you couldn't say my name right.
I know. I was trying to think about his Instagram name. I was like, is it Garza? No, Garza. It's definitely Garza. I went to a couple people before. People don't know that. My first studio I went to was actually when I was 12. It was someone my dad knew, and I was like, oh, I got a song I want to record. And then my uncle took me. He's like, I don't know where my dad was, but my uncle ended up taking me, and then I ended up recording it, and I have it somewhere. We had it. It was CDs. It was still CDs. Yeah. So like they had a CD for me. So it was my CD. We lost the CD, but I think they should still have it. But that was the first person I recorded at. And then when I was in Alabama for the freaking summer. When I was in Alabama for the summer, 2017, I believe. My brothers played for UAB, so my dad found an engineer out there. I forgot what his name was. Dang, I can't remember, but he was cool. He was like a white guy. He was like chill. We recorded in his room, and like we recorded a couple of slappers. You guys might have heard a couple like little clips of. Dang, I forgot what the songs were called, but nah, definitely there were slaps. But the sound, it took me a while to find my sound because. Engineers are super important in rapping. Like, people don't know this, but you have to really find a good engineer, and someone that might be good for engineering that person might not be the same good engineer for engineering that person. But definitely engineers are super important, and yeah. I'm getting like off topic. I keep skipping topics, but no, yeah.
No, I think engineering is the most important, like, probably factor when it comes to, like, recording music is, like, having a great engineer.
No, it is.
That, like, you said, like, when you found your sound, do you believe you found your sound? Like, do you think, like, you know where you want to go with your sound direction?
I believe now, yes. I didn't find it all the way because I like switching up my sounds. Sometimes I'll use, like, a deep voice. If you guys notice, sometimes I'll use a deep, like, I Style on Venus, I Style. Like, it was like a deep voice, and then I'll use like the little like squeaky voice. You know what I'm
crazy voice, bro. You should
Yeah.
go on American Idol. I just watched them pass like 5 whack ass people. I haven't watched American Idol 10 years. I was like, people are passing like that.
Nah, bruh, that's crazy, bruh. Nah, I don't think I'd ever do American Idol though. I don't know. I'm too scared, bro. I feel like they wouldn't like pass me or something. I don't know. But honestly, getting on that would be like some good clout though. It would. It would.
100% so.
It would.
Did you ever perform like in high school, like talent shows and shit like that at your high school?
No, I didn't perform in no talent shows. Oh, no, I didn't. Because Corona and stuff.
Oh, yeah, huh?
I think I was going to do the talent show, but the Corona and stuff happened, so I was a senior, and that stuff happened. But
I was at, like, senior year, you going through COVID.
it was tough.
Like, damn.
Yeah, it was tough. It was tough because I was like, dang, like I don't get to do all the trips. I never went to prom.
That's crazy.
So those things sucked about it, but then like being home a lot and then a lot of people were on their phone, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. It kind of sucked. It sucked.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I could have got way more exposure to just being at school and dropping more music.
Yeah.
Because I could have dropped more songs and people would have found out, but everything kind of like mellowed out from when that happened. But performing at school, I actually performed when I was in 5th grade. They pulled out a mic. I was all like, I don't know, my teacher was all like, oh, I sung her a song. And then she was all like, oh my gosh, like that was so good. Like it was a song that I wrote. My first song I wrote when I was like 8 years old. So I sung it to her. And then she's like, oh, that's so good. And I was like, I told my friend, I was like, we should go to hecka classes right now and sing hecka songs to the classes. He was like, bruh, like you're good, bruh, like do that. And I was like, all right. So I went to different classes. I went to my little brother's class. I was just singing. I was singing the song that I made, and they're like, oh, you're good and everything. I went to different classes. Went to the principal, and I sung to the principal, and the principal was all like, oh. And I was like, I want to sing to the school. I want to sing to the school. He was like, well, what we can do is bring out the speakers, and then during like lunch, you could sing to the school. We did that the next day. Yeah, so they pulled out the speaker, and I was singing to, that was like my first little kind of like exposure. So I have a feeling that I know I'm going to be something because of moments like that. And it's not about like making it, but I know I was made to do something because not a lot of people start that young. A lot of people start now because of like, they want to be famous, but starting off, I didn't start off because I want to be famous. I didn't even know what really being famous was. I just did it because I enjoy people seeing, like, I enjoy like watching the faces be like, oh dang, that was like so cool. I even got a teacher, let me get your signature. I swear, the teacher was like, oh, let me get your signature, and I gave her my signature and everything too. But no, yeah, definitely started off by just because I love music, not because I want to make it. Now it's different. Obviously, I wanna be something. You know what I'm talking about? I want the world to hear my music. Just how I wanted the school to hear my music, I want the whole world to hear my music, and it's gonna happen. So, shout out Central Coast Slaps for giving me this interview, and hope y'all tune in to more music I make. Peace out, Razi. Oh, Razi.